YouTube. So today I am touring the 1999 Toyota Camry. I'm going to be doing an interior review as well as an exterior shot. Basically, I want to get you guys familiar with this vehicle because it is going to be in the family for a while, so that's a good thing, right? Let's go ahead and get started, actually. So, one thing I noticed is that the interiors of the Honda Accord, which is next to me, and the Camry are very similar. We do have vinyl door panels as well as the cloth located next to the door handle and the pull arm bar, which my Honda does not have. Basically, pretty solid door panels, I should say. They've held up really well since 1999. The door panels in the front, however, are pretty similar to my Honda in the sense that they have a window switch, a door lock switch, a door handle, vinyl, cloth, and an indent to pull the door closed. Now, I'm not going to do a comparison here because my Honda Accord, Honda and Toyota were neck and neck, but they had their subtle differences, and that makes them both respectable. So, this is not a comparison video, I'm just making that clear right now. So let's go ahead and go over more interior stuff. The seats are cloth in this vehicle. Basically, really soft to the touch, nice feeling, cushiony in your asshole. That way you can sit in long trips and be comfortable. The one thing I did notice is that the door A pillar extends all the way back to the C pillar, this plastic part here. So most cars don't usually have that, but this is actually a good design because it kind of keeps the carpet from peeling up, which is not too bad. Which is actually a good thing, I should say. We do have a sunroof up here, and we have the overhead light, which is not really too special because most cars have that nowadays. But unfortunately, all we have are the cup holders back here. This is one thing that Toyota decided to do, and it's not the same as putting the cup holders in here. So unfortunately, you did not luck out when it came to that. My Honda Accord does have that. I'm not doing a comparison. Let's go ahead and move to the back seats. Now, this is also not something that my Honda Accord has. These are adjustable headrests, and I actually do enjoy the fact that Toyota did put this in because it's very important. You want your neck to be supported at all times, especially if you're old and gray and have arthritis. Let's go ahead and go to the center console. The center console, unfortunately, is the cheapy portion of this vehicle. As you can see, very wiggly. It has a lot of depth, which is nice, but it's just not sophisticated. Moving towards the front, we can see that the left door panel is holding up pretty well. Unfortunately, though, since the driver is operating the vehicle, the seat is used on a constant basis. So is the door, so are the window switches. Therefore, we do have some wear. But otherwise, the door panel is in mint condition. And basically, I would say it's pretty good to go. It's better than my door panel. That's definitely for sure. It's holding up a lot stronger, and it's also designed a little bit differently to sort of make the car look a little bit newer. Yeah, at least in my opinion. Steering wheel, nicely thick. My sister has Hello Kitty on there. Not sure why, but it's no big deal. Cruise controls are on the right, left-hand side, the turn signals, as well as the mirror controls behind the steering wheel, as you can see, and they are not on the door panel, like most cars. Moving towards the center of the vehicle, we do have a very simple center display. We do have a 6-disc CD changer at the top, as well as the cassette player on the bottom. We do have a speed dial for radio, or preset stations, I should say. The cassette player, we also have a cassette adapter for this car, so we can listen to our music and stuff like that, no big problem. AM, FM on the right, tape, audio control left. You can basically change the station if you want. And we also have the volume controls, which is no big deal. AC control is at the bottom, and as you can see, there is a switch between the recirculatory and the drawing air from the outside of the vehicle. My car only has a button. I actually prefer this better. Anything manual is always better. Air conditioning controls on the bottom. You can point where you want your fans and stuff like that. We also do have the cigarette lighter. Now, this is something that Toyota is really guilty of, is making their gear shift look like a phallic object, aka a penis. This shifter is not too bad, but if you look at the Prius, the older Priuses used to have the shifter up there, and it literally looked like a dick coming out of a zipper because there was actually a zipper, and it was erect. It looked like an erect penis, like this, and then there was a little button on the top that looked like the head of the penis. So it was really funny. Like if you look at it, it is hysterical. Moving down a little bit, the cup holders are small. The Japanese are calling us fat and say we shouldn't drink soda. E-brake though, normal. Now, one thing I wanted to show you was the glove compartment. Moving up, the glove compartment is rather enormous, and if I were to open it, it doesn't slam on your legs. That is very convenient and actually something that I do like. Makes the car feel less cheap, and it also makes it sophisticated and elegant. These cars are designed to sort of have you sit back and relax versus other cars which are kind of like, drive me to the floor. So, my biggest complaint, however, and this is why people bought the Accord over the Camry, the headroom. This car is too short, unfortunately. If I was sitting in the middle seat, look how it indents down, and my head would be hitting the ceiling, and I'm only 5'10". Therefore, if you're taller than that, you might want to consider sitting in the front seat. Luckily, my sister is 5'1", so basically she's short enough to the point where, yeah, she'll live. But that is one of the main reasons why people bought the Accord over the Camry, is due to the fact that the Accord's headroom is a little bit more noticeable, I should say. So let's go ahead and step out of the vehicle. I'll give you guys an exterior shot here. So the Camry is white, and quite frankly in very good condition. As you can see, the exterior doesn't have many dents, dings, or anything like that, so it's held up pretty well. These are aluminum wheels, or aluminum alloy wheels, I should say. And unfortunately, we are missing the caps off that go over the lug nuts, so it does look kind of tacky, but luckily it's on all four wheels, so it doesn't look stupid. We do have Michelin tires. Unfortunately, those aren't my favorite tires. However, they do save a lot of gas, and if you guys prefer them, definitely go for it. Sunroof on the top, as you can see, windows are tinted, the doors are in really good condition, as well as the mirrors. Moving towards the front of the vehicle, we do have the bumper. Unfortunately, the hood is peeling clear coat, however, the paint has not come off, but as you can see, it's very subtle. Moving around, the headlights are pretty similar to that of the Honda Accord. They're kind of neck and neck. This was the pre-facelift Honda Accord, so yeah, I mean, I don't have all the fancy stuff. However, the front end looks really nice on this vehicle. It's sort of like old lady-ish, but at the same time kind of aggressive. It's like I'm relaxed and ready to go on my journey. Same thing on the left side. Luckily, she has aluminum alloy wheels versus mine, which are hubcaps and can fall off at any time. Everything on this car is pretty self-explanatory. It's a really good-looking vehicle and quite prime for its time. The only thing that we're going to have issues with, however, is the bumper on the back. As you can see, the rear quarter panel was hit previously, and unfortunately it did leave a dent, and it also did leave some damage on the bumper, as you can see here. So the bumper is coming down a little bit. We don't want it to fall off, however, there's a possibility of that, so it's going to be getting fixed over Christmas break when my sister is out of school. Otherwise, pretty nice. It's a pretty nice vehicle. I just don't want to mess with that too much. Taillights wrap around the side of the vehicle. Basically, they never changed, unlike the Honda Accord, which changed after 2001. We do have a rear spoiler at the top, and we do have some clear coat peeling as well in here, unfortunately. But otherwise, the car is in mint condition. It's actually really, really nice. It's a good vehicle to drive in, and it's very relaxed and comfortable. So if anybody has any questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Have a good one.